Connecting.
Okay, there we go.
Awesome. So I'm gonna drop the other one so I can record that. I will send you later. Awesome. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. I can't see you, but don't, it's okay. All right, so I'm going to share my screen and where is it? The share. This is different. So every time I change between Google Meet and Zoom, I get confused. Okay, here it is. All right, here we are. Can you see the Figma file here?
Yes.
All right. Have you ever used Figma?
I haven't. I've been using Adobe XD.
Okay. Well, I think you can create an account here and later go through this thing that we're going to try to do. And
Okay.
if you want to work with XD or Figma, whatever you want, you feel comfortable, is good. But the idea here is we can like start working on some screens and UI stuff for your portfolio. And then you can copy from here and probably you can use an XD, I don't know, or you can keep working on Figma. I think it's pretty similar, all these.
I think it probably is, yeah.
So again, I will start like talking too much a lot right now, and you have comments or questions, feel free to interrupt me and say, hey, I didn't understand that, or can you repeat that again, please? Whatever you need, just let me know. So one of the things that I think we want to improve in your portfolio, which is important, and this is not like part of the course itself, like the UI and visual design part, but I think there are certain things that I can recommend you, and I can give you some tools in order to improve that part. So that's the idea of this meeting. First of all, what is UI? I don't know if you have right now any concept about that. You have, for you, what is UI and why this is important?
UI seems like it's the looks and of the design. So you got the skeleton structure with the UX, and the UI is how it looks and how people interact with it.
Yes, that's pretty much it. It's like the final layer of the old process that we do. It's let's say the beautification of these wireframes, and also it's about communications. So colors communicate something, shapes communicate something, composition communicates something, layouts communicate something. So for example, if you have a red button that says SOS or danger, we know that this is important. This is just a simple example, but there is also another way to see UI as not as a something beautiful, rather than something that we want to communicate in the entire screen. In this example, because we're working on an application or a mobile app or whatever, it's about communicate something. So the first thing that we need to be aware or we need to think about is what is the thing that we want to communicate with the interface. As that says a company have its own values and want to communicate that within the brand guidelines. And for that, they create colors, typography, images, layout styles, different textures, different type of thing to try to communicate the values of the company. And sometimes these companies doesn't have already built brand guidelines. So for instance, you can start working on a mobile app that doesn't have this style guide, brand guidelines already done. So sometimes you can help them to create that by choosing the colors, the typography, the styles, the images, this type of the illustration, this type of thing. Sometimes they already give you a set of assets like the typography they use, the color they use, the images, and you can use them in your final proposal visual designs. In this case, because you are creating something from the scratch, something new, the idea is that we want to create something from the scratch, like colors, the graphics, the icons, all this type of thing. Until here, you have any comments or questions?
No, sounds good.
Okay. Another point that is important to consider is that basically for mobile apps right now in the market, we have iOS and we have Android. And they have its own guidelines in order to build a specific templates or screens. So for instance, if I go here and I go here, for example, and, here we have different guidelines where they put all the components, for instance, bars, navigation bars. And they give you a brief description about what is a navigation bar, what is the behavior of this component, why this is important, different use cases, how to use it for iOS devices, and we have search bars. So when we try to do something like an app for iOS, we want to make sure that we are using these components that are already built. Sometimes we can change the color or the shape a little bit, but the idea is that we don't want to spend too much time like rebuilding this stuff because they are already built. And also it is good to follow these practices because the user from iOS already know the patterns, and the user for Android they already know the pattern from Android as well. So the idea is to keep the consistencies between these patterns, so that way will be easy for the user, for example, for the iOS user to accomplish a task. For example, I have a friend that he has Android devices every day. I mean, all the life he works with Android. And last week he buy an iPad, and he get upset because he didn't know how to download an image and edit that image in iOS. So for him, it was frustrating try to use iOS because he didn't understand the patterns. So for that reason, it's like super important to follow these guidelines in order to make the consistencies and improve the user experience for the different type of users. In your case, you are doing this for iOS, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not something that you have to go through all these right now and learn all this, but something that you can over the time start learning and go through here. And whenever you have time and you want to create a search bar, and here you can find like different what is the search bar, like different component that you have, different variation of these components. And the same thing, we have status bars, we have this thing, it's called tab bar, that is pretty common right now in different mobile applications. They give you some tips and some recommendations regarding the usage. And this is some specs for development, so that way they keep consistency within the specs. and views, alerts. For example, you want to create an alert, you can go here and see, oh, this is the way how the alert works on iOS. And once you are like, you are learning this stuff, one thing that is also common is that you can search, for example, files that UI kits, it's called UI kit, where you can find all these different components already done. So you don't have to worry about create this from the scratch. For example, here I have someone you can copy and paste. For example, the status bar, the search bar, headers. And once you already have done this, you can make some changes if you want, like colors, styles, like different attributes to try to match these colors and forms with the brand guideline that you have or you want to build. Okay, so the next thing that I want, any comment on that or question?
No, I think that's great to have the UI kits all organized like that. That's really smart.
Yeah, and probably you will have that also for XD.
Yeah, I know they have them. I haven't downloaded them all. That's really clever.
Yeah, and also we have this thing called Material Design, which is the same thing, but for Android devices. And this is also for Google products. And the same thing, you have layout, color, navigation, and all the things that you need in order to create a mobile app or a product using Material Design. All right, and now I'm going to talk about mood board. And this is a technique which is important or is useful in order to start visualization ideas, the look and feel of the product that you want to create. So for that, I want to create. I created this new layer here. So you can see here, it's called Playground. So I'm gonna create here a frame to start working on this. So we can. So another thing that also is good for Figma is that we can share this document. For example, if I go here and I copy this link, and let me see, where is it? The chat. All right. I will send you this, and probably you will have access to that file, but let me see. Can you see that file or?
Let's see, I do. So I click File, Google Drive. Wait, I see. Let's see. Yeah, I do. I see the.
Yes, awesome. I want to make sure that I want to invite you for, if I go here, no, here, and I want to send you an invite. I need to follow that. Okay. I will send you, I'm going to send you an invite so you can edit this file also. I think you can edit now. Yes.
Okay, open it.
Yeah, I think this is the beauty of Figma, is that we can collaborate together. So that's
Oh,
awesome.
that's cool.
So okay, for the mood board, the first thing that we need to start thinking about is something that we call keywords. And basically is the concepts or the key components that we want to communicate with our application, with the mobile application, with the brand. So you have already done an excellent job doing the research and gathering insights and gathering the pain points and the needs. From your perspective, what is the most important thing that we need to communicate in a high level? For example, something that a keyword could be, have to be simple. Have to communicate fresh.
I think it needs to be, simple. It needs to be friendly.
Okay. Simple. Friend. I don't know if this is that
Yes,
right?
that's correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it needs to be really quick.
Okay, like what words could we use here?
Something that, I mean, you can check really quickly and not take up a lot of time. So,
like efficient, right?
yes, efficient.
Any other that you
Relaxing.
relaxing?
Kind of feel like adventurous.
Okay, I think this is okay for now. As you see, these are like attributes, right? For
Yeah.
this brand, for this, and also for this experience in this mobile application. Any of these one you consider that is more important than another? Regarding your observation and your research that you have gathered and your insights, what is more important?
Probably efficient and simple.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is to search and increase this. Oops. I'm going to copy the style and paste here. All right. So simple and efficient. Then we have friendly, relaxing, and adventure, right? So with this keyword, now what we want to do is to communicate these attributes with text, with fonts, with colors, with typography, with illustrations, with images. What else? Maybe textures, but we don't need that for go so far right now, right? So let's start with something that is really cool. We can start with colors, right? So simple could be black and white, efficient, I don't know. But for example, relaxing, we can find some probably like this type of tools. And adventure is more like dynamic stuff and action. So I don't know, maybe more vibrant. And we can start from that. And also we can iterate and see reference, so that way we can make better decisions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and to search colors, inspiration. So from here, palettes. So let me see if you see something. I'm gonna put this like this. So something that reflect this idea of simple, efficient, relaxing, and adventure. If you see something, you just let me know.
Oh, I don't see your screen. I just see the mood board.
Oh, okay. So I will do something because I have this. This is from a website called Color Hunt. So they already have like these palettes done. So we can pick or choose one of these palettes. Something that you can also do is like, I'm gonna
I
create.
like the one, the bottom middle three, like the last one, the bottom middle one. It's like feels simple and efficient.
So let's do something. I'm going to create like these dots. Oh, so whenever you see some that you like, you can add it to that.
Okay. It's letting me interact with your original screen that says agenda. Wait, I don't know with that. Yeah, it lets me move the screen, but it's not letting me like interact with the screen.
Oh, okay. Can you? I send you an email. Can you check if already you have it? So probably you will need to like accept that invite.
Okay. Open in Figma. It shows the agenda, what is UI, patterns.
Oh, I see. Probably you will need to go here. Here in this section, it's called pages, and go to this that called playground. Can you see here?
Oh, I see it. Yep. Okay.
Awesome.
Still, it doesn't let me.
No.
I see there's at the top, it says anonymous, but I don't see how I get to do that. Do I have to log in? Oh yeah, it says create an account, edit and collaborate. Gotcha. I'll do that really quick.
And meanwhile, I will take in more pictures.
Okay. All right, now it lets me do it.
Nice.
Cool.
Last week I was working on a document where we were like 20 people in just one document. It was crazy. A lot of cursors around.
That's cool.
Yes.
I'm trying to click this one with the maroon and the blue, but the red dots won't stay on it. I don't know how to get them
Let me.
where it can
I
go.
have to.
Send
I
that
have
to
to
the
go.
back.
Yes, and click and comment click or control click and what is it? Or move back here, and that's it.
There we go.
Oops. Oops, what I did. Okay, sorry. So what I'm trying to do is just to like put all the red dots that you already have here.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, have you see, this is a process of go through a big chunk of information and try to reduce it to find the one that is the best option for in order to communicate our keywords. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have these keywords. So regarding this, what do you think on these 6 that we have the best the communicate these things?
Probably this
Yeah, right.
one, this one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Maybe,
I'm
maybe this,
agree.
maybe
I'm
those
agree.
three.
Okay, so we can. So, and this is important because that by doing this, we are following a process, and this process helps us to make better decisions. So, for example, in some cases, in an interview process, they can ask you, oh, why did you choose those colors, or what's your mental process in order to choose those specific colors? This is important every time that you have make a decision. It is important to have a rationale behind that decision and show that mental process to the stakeholders in the interview process. And this is great, and it's something that is really valuable in these showcases and portfolio reviews, this type of thing. So it's just a tip. So whenever you go to that process, like show the rationale if you have enough time, so you can start, okay, by selecting the colors, I start by thinking about what is the keywords that we have to communicate with the brand, and I start gathering some different color palettes, and from that choose this. And
Yeah, these are like pretty similar,
yes, that's pretty similar.
where it's like you got the dark one, light
Mhm.
one, two teals, and an orange.
Yeah,
I mean, they're barely different, but
yeah, I like this one, like this palette.
mhm.
I think it's really communicate. This is simple, it's relaxing at the same time because the blue is relaxing, and we can use this color to
Accent.
accent and actions, which is interesting. Or we can develop more like supplementary colors later, but we can say that this is our winner. So I love to put star here to say, okay, this is our choose, the winner. Awesome. So once we have that, what I'm going to do is copy this color. So I'm going to click here. And if I open this, I can choose this. I don't know what the name of this. Drop, click, and voila. Same here. So now we can use those colors. And we have our accent color here. So delete that. So we can start from the bright to brighter to darker. Do this. Yep. It looks good, right? I like it.
Yeah, those are good.
Nice. Okay, so now we have our colors, let's say. The next thing that, do you have any comments or questions so far until here?
No, I thought that was really good.
Okay, so now the same thing with fonts. fonts. Okay. Delete this. I need to share the other screen, so I'm going to stop share and share again. Where is the website? Okay. Here. So this website called Color Fonts, I'm going to put on the Figma just in case you want to search later. So in Google, there is a web called Google Fonts. Is this one? Can you see the screen, right? Google Fonts?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So basically, this is a repository from Google where they have thousands of fonts that already built on Chrome, on different browsers. So you can download these and you can use these fonts in any of the browsers like Safari, Google, Firefox, and so on. So again, here, like we want to do is to go and search style that match simple, something that is simple and friendly, let's say right now, which is more, this is not simple, this is not simple. We're looking for simple, but at the same time, friendly, sometimes friendly. It's related with rounded corners. So probably we are looking for something like geometric shapes with rounded corners. So if you see here, if you see something here, just let me know.
Mhm.
I like this one. I'm going to open it.
Yeah, that one's good. And newsreader seems good.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, actually, yeah, that one and Oswald too. Yeah, I like the Oswald.
Yeah, yes. So I already opened that. And also something that is important to consider is the numbers of styles that the font have, because that way you have a better like amount of different fonts that you can use or families that you can use with different
Gotcha.
applications. Looking. Simple and friendly. This look friendly, but it's like too
Too much. Yeah.
cartoonish. Yes,
Yeah.
it's like for kids or something like that.
Yeah.
They're pretty similar. So
Yeah, there are a lot. I like that. Well, not quite.
this one.
Yeah, that one's good. I like the Joseph. Yeah, that one.
Let me open. Okay, I think for now, I think this is interesting.
Yeah, I like that one too.
So I'm going to do something like. Let's see. But I want to say sailing. So I'm going to take a screenshot. Let me see from here. I want to take a screenshot. And I will add this to our board of fonts. So that way we can compare later. I love this process of creating something like, like iteration and doing this type of stuff. I really enjoy this part of the process.
Yeah, it has a lot of creativity.
Yeah, it's like play.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right, I think we are done. So I'm going to click here. So remove the part that we don't need. Click here. Let me stop share this screen and share again. Okay. So if I click here and click here, I can crop this image.
Oh, nice.
And the good thing is that because I'm recording, you can later go through the video and review some stuff that maybe you want to get more clarifications. It's really good. All right, so let's pull this one. And I'm going to fill the background. Awesome. All right, so let's see. Again, the same directions here. So let's think about these shapes of these fonts. Where is these fonts communicate better, simple, and friendly in this case? What do you think? Again,
The middle one.
you can use these like red dots.
Oh yeah.
And this is useful because sometimes, for example, we are working with a team like, I don't know, 5 people. So everyone can add a dot and later we can vote what is the final decision. So the one that get more votes is the winner. Yeah, I really like those as well. Oswald and Newsreader. And something that we can use also is like a combination of fonts. So for example, we can use something for headlines and the other one for just to copy the paragraph and this type of thing. So what I'm going to do is let me show you this because you can also reply this. So we have news reading also. So awesome. Okay. Can you see this screen, right? Like Google function?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you click here, you will download the family, and the other one is Newsreader, which is this one. Using two different titles font is good. More than 2 probably is too much.
Yeah.
Just as a for a reminder. Okay, so I'm going to open this one.
Now, when I was reading the iOS guidelines, they actually suggest 2 fonts. And it was SF Pro and I can't remember the other one. How strict are they as far as only using those? Is that more?
Yeah, you can use wherever you want. But the idea behind that is that that font it's already built for like small screen sizes.
Gotcha.
But something that also we can use is to use one of these fonts for the titles and headlines, and for the paragraph, you can use SF Pro. I don't know the other one that they suggested.
Gotcha.
Oswald. All right. Okay, so it's already downloaded, and I'm going to share the screen as well. Okay, here we are. And I also have that here in this section, fonts. You see this?
Yeah.
Here you have, this is, I think this is, yes, SF Pro Display. So you can use this for the paragraph. And the good thing
Gotcha.
is you can see it's like have a really good you can read this easily in a small device. So this is important.
Gotcha.
Where I am playing. Okay. This is I'm missing playground. Okay. So from here you can go here. Remove this and say, okay, this is our fonts. And what is the name of the app? Is Wind, right?
Wind check. Yeah.
Wind. Okay, so Wind check, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. It is, what is the name of our, is Oswald? And the other one is Newsreader. Oh, it's look that I need to see. Start again. Okay. Hopefully it's going to be here. Sometimes I'm going to close Figma and open again. Sometimes that happens. You like to refresh everything. And all these files in Figma are saved like in a cloud environment. So you don't have to be worried about losing your files in your computer.
Oh, good.
Is cloud-based. You can download as well if you click here and say that fig, but you don't need to do that. The bad thing is that this application doesn't worry if you don't have network connectivity or internet.
Oh, gotcha.
That's not good. I don't know what's. I think I have too much tabs open. Probably trying to open all these take a lot of time. Yeah, here we are. So the other one's called news. Here we are. Doesn't look too simple, right?
Yeah.
What happened? Missing phone. These phones are not available. I need to. Why? I don't know why. Oswald. Yeah, there we go. Let me go here and back. Oswald. Okay. All right. I was missing the other ones. All right. I'm going to close again and open again. Can you see the screen? The Figma?
Yes, I can.
It's loading, right? All right, I think now we can see. Oh, awesome. So I'm going to delete this one. So we can use this font for our, I don't know, headlines. And also if we go here, fonts, we can use this one for paragraph and this type of stuff. All right, so now we have colors, we have fonts. What else do we need? Maybe we can choose different type of images, but I'm not sure if you are using images on your, let's say icons. Let's move to the next one. Icons. So again here, the way we have to decide what type of icons do we need is just focus on these keywords. So if you say here, all the design process is based on taking small decisions. And these small decisions have to be a root or a rationale behind why we're deciding certain things. And the same things goes with an interface or a component or a layout or mm, a way to show a map versus a list view or any type of component or any type of decision that we have to make. We have to make sure that we have a rationale behind that decision regarding the user's problem or the user goal. What is the thing that the user is trying to achieve in this specific screen? So because we know that, now we can say, okay, because the primary goal for the user is to check the map, probably it's better idea to have a bigger map in this screen and the ability to switch or swipe between different weathers like wind, wine, temperature, wave, temperature, this type of thing. So this is important also to take to be mindful whenever you need to make a decision. Have a rationale behind that decision and follow a logic process to find what is the best solution. In this case, because this is more like um, it's not so objective, because colors and the type of thing is more related with sensations, and for you one thing could communicate something, and for me could be different. Uh, in for this case, we have like this artistic part, which is also interesting and fun to do. But whatever you decide, it is important just to follow a logical process like we are doing right now. So because we want to communicate these keywords, we are choosing these colors, we're choosing this typography and the iconography as well. So any comments or questions?
No, I think that makes a lot of sense on why to create mood boards.
Yeah, and what do you think about this process so far?
I really like it because I mean, it lets you be creative, but it also kind of helps clarify because there's so many options,
Mm-hmm.
and it lets you have a base of reasoning behind the options.
Yes, yes.
So, and then they can flow really well together too.
Yeah, and it's the same thing uh, for creating a mobile app or decide what is the interaction that you have to build in order to achieve a specific task or a specific flow. So the idea here is that, as you mentioned, the decision that we can make is infinite. We can spend too much time trying to decide what is the best interaction, what is the best approach. Um, I don't know what is the best screen. This type of decision, everything is about decisions. So for that reason, we do the research, and the research phase allow us to get insights and make more educated decisions about what is the thing that we want to include on the screens, what is the best approach in order to beat the login flow. Do we need onboarding process? Yes, no. Uh, how big will be the image? This type of thing, because we already have like the main goal already set, and the thing that we have to follow this step-by-step logical process in order to solve that specific problem or idea or task that the users need to create or do. So and if you see, if you start like learning this process and improving these skills, you can later solve or design anything that you want, from a color palette to a brand guidelines to a mobile application, a website, whatever you need. If you apply the process, uh, you can design anything. So again, let me go back here. So in this case, we have like our problem definition in this case will be the thing that we want to communicate. So this is the thing that we want to solve. The solution research, which is this phase where we can try to find something outside to get inspirations and learn from that. And also this part, similar to the competitive analysis, where you can go outside and search on Google different type of mobile application that try to solve the same thing or similar thing that you have already in your mind, and you can learn from that. It's the same thing as you said. So you can see like the process is pretty similar. And once you have the solution research already done, in this case, because this is for a specific company, you can write a document or not. But the next thing that you have to do is like solution, which is iteration, like try to different ways to solve this problem, and then the visual design, which is like the final part. And this is just for a company that I used to work. We used to use this problem definition from the problem to understand the problem to the hand off to for the development team. Like, okay, this is a button. This is the specs for this button. If you click here, we'll open this window, like all the interactions detailed in a document. But for now, we are just working on problem definition, solution research, and like trying to work with the solution, which is the mood board itself. So going back here, okay, let's go back to icon. I already have some icons here, so we don't have to spend too much time finding icons. But you can use like these type of icons. They are simple, elegant, easy to understand, which is really important. You can change the colors. Also, you have a bigger repository of icons here. So for in this case, let's say that we are going to use these ones. And also you can find a lot of icons on Google, like if you search for icon kits for Figma or for XD, you will find like a lot of these assets already built. Because it's not about creating these icons. We can create it as well, but this is more like visual design, UI type of stuff, pixel perfect, that we want to right now cover that. Right now, this is not important, really. All right, so let's say that we have icon, fonts, colors, and our keywords. So we can start like working from that. And also we can, let's see, where's my share my screen? If I go here and let's see, dribble. I know this is bad. And I want to find like illustrations. So I'm going to say Sailor. Right? And sometimes what happens is that in a company they already have illustration, or they are illustrator or graphic designers, so you can ask for some illustrations following their principles that have to be simple, have to be friendly. But for now, let's see. We have like sailing boats here, illustrations. So again, you can, I don't know, maybe go here and take a screenshot of this. And then later you can ask for, let's build some Illustrator like this, like this, to use it in my onboarding process, or using in some screens that we want to highlight the adventure or this type of thing, like Airbnb does. I don't know if let me go back here, for example. They use really great, interesting. I don't know why they're showing me the illustration. Is it? Yes, can you see this?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
It's beautiful, right? And that's bring some personality to the brand, which is great. I think this is water. What is the name in English? Water. The technique. Watercolor.
Oh, watercolor, yeah.
Yeah. And they also use this nice looking, it's like graphics. And this is look like one of the keywords that you have, which is adventure type of thing.
Yeah.
So that is something that you can have as a reference, just to talk about this whenever you need it. And you see the type of images, it's really clean, human, very good. So okay, let me stop sharing that screen. And we'll go back here. And where is it? 1, 2, 3. So, or later you can go and search in Google and some of these like free, what is the name? Free website to search illustration icons, this type of stuff, like Freepik. So you can start searching for kind of similar illustrations that can bring you or can communicate the thing that you want. All right, so let's see, we are done from that for now. And the next thing that I want to do is like using these elements and try to build something around that. Oh, I don't have more pages, but we can use this one. Okay. Frame. So I'm going to use this frame here. And that says this is I don't know, an iPhone 11. Okay. And I'm going to use your wireframes. Can you see the screen like in Figma?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we want to create the sign up flow. Again, if we go back here to our product design process, what is the problem that we need to build? we want to create a flow in order to allow the user to create an account, right? So for that, we need some requests. The company needs some requests so we can create an account. We need to ask for email, a password, and this type of thing. So this is like pretty easy to understand the problem that we're trying to solve here. Then the next thing that we can do is like the solution research for sign up flows. So something that also I have already here is this UI reference. I think I already showed you this, but I will share with you again this. And this is, okay, moving design. So I'm going to stop share this screen. And sure. How are we with the time, Jessica? Do you have a little bit more of time?
Yeah.
Okay. Just let me know whenever you don't have any more time. So in here, can you see this browser, Firefox?
Yes.
Okay. So what I want to do here is to try to find out sign up reference. So here, this is for looking applications, but I don't want to look applications. Let me see if here, I don't know, patterns, categories, elements. Let me see here. Categories, patterns. Here, I want to for login, setup, signups, right? Voila. So here we can see different flows and patterns on how they use this type of patterns. And this is for iOS, which is interesting as well because we are working on that as well. So from here we can learn like the type of copy they use, the information that they require, this type of thing. So for example, let's go here and take a screenshot of this. And then we can put all this on the Figma file and see what we can learn from that regarding the style, the copy, and the components. And okay, this is another sign up. So as you see here, when we have like this process, it's much more easier to start like building stuff and have different approaches for just one idea or just one problem. For that reason, the process for us as UX designers, it's everything. Do you have this website, right, Bobby? And anyway, you have already on the Figma file that you can use. I don't know if you can like copy those elements and paste them on XD. Maybe you can try and see what happens.
I'm not seeing it. I'm not able to just put them on to Adobe XD, but
Yeah, that's okay. No.
yeah.
You can use Figma as well, but, or
Yeah.
you can like just go through the same process again. But
Yeah.
So let's say for now this is okay. You can explore later to much more. Let me stop share this screen because I want to show the Figma. Okay. So again, let me show this real quick. This is in this page. We have the reference, so you can go here to Mobbing to start looking these patterns. Unsplash is to search photos and pictures, and fonts to find the Google fonts that we already have. So in this case, we are trying to work on sign up, right? Sign up flow. The problem that we're trying to solve is that the users wants to create a new account in order to start using the app and achieving his tasks and goals. This is like pretty, we know that probably we'll need to ask for email, a password, and so on. And then the next phase is the solution research, and that we want to, the thing that we want to answer in this solution research is if there are good conventions out there. So we want to learn from that, and thus we don't have to spend too much time in order to create something that already exists, right? So every time that you have to come up with something new, set the problem definition. What is the thing that you're trying to solve and why? And then do solution research. And from those solution research, see what you can learn, which is something, the thing that we are trying to do right now, right? So let's see, okay. In this case, they have create an account, start and join, and entail. And they ask about the email, just so you know. In this case, we just have the sign up, title here, email, and the password. Create an account, and they have social login or social sign up. That is something that maybe you want to consider depending on your use cases and your type of users. You can say, oh, okay, maybe the sign up social login is interesting because they don't have to spend extra time by trying to sign up, but maybe in your users are more concerned by privacy policies, so they are interested in that. So depending on the case, you can decide, right? So here, for example, sign up with email, your free account will let you save, follow. And this is interesting, that's something that we can learn. It is that whenever you have to sign up, because it's something that you have to spend time and put your content, they offer you like, okay, this is the reason why you are using this app. This is our offer, like our value proposition. So probably it will be interesting if you have some copy related in your sign up screen here, saying, okay, sign up, create an account with WinCheck, and your free account will let you, I don't know, forecast the weather, blah, 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 blah. Like in a simple way, what is the value proposition for these users? And then, okay, we have their name, the password, confirm password, and the button. And same here, we have create an account, continue with Google, Facebook, and app, or you can use email. You have like these service terms and privacy policies here. And you already have an account, login. So for example, here, that's probably something that is missing here, like the ability to log in this screen. Because for some reason I already have the app, but for a reason I log out from my account, and I have to log in again, and I'm here in this screen. So I need a way to log in instead of just sign up. And we have another idea here, which is interesting, like this graphic with the logo and welcome to the world's most imaginative marketplace. Sign up. Already have an account? If you click here, probably will lead you to a login screen process. So I'd really like this. We can start working something similar here. Again, here, email, password, sign up. And then we have like complete your profile. And here we have your change profile photo, name, blah, blah, blah. This is like the setup process. So what I want to do is I want to use the color that we already have here. So let's do this. So I don't know, let's use this color for the background. And let's see, let's do something like this, right? A logo with a graphic, probably a graphic we need to check later. I want to copy this, our font, put it here. But this is too dark. And there's also a really great in Figma application called Figma Mirror. So you can download Figma Mirror on your phone and see. If you click here, you will see the image on your font. So that way you can see better the sizes of the screens in order to see, okay, this is maybe too much or this is too small. You can check that in your phone. So that's a good way to know if your design is working so far. All right, so I don't know. And probably this is more interesting. Like green check. And I don't know, let's go search something like what is the name of this website? It's called I forget, icons. Flat icons. No. I don't know, let's see what I can find here. There is a the nonproject.com, and I want to find something like wind or wind. Maybe this is cool. I'm going to download this. Any questions so far, Jessica?
No, so far good. Basically, we could just use the information we have from the mood board to create the app.
Yes, that's correct. That's the idea. Okay, and downloading an icon we can use as a matter of some sort of logo, whatever. I think this is a flag, but let me see. Oops, let me go back here and group this. This is like representation as a flag.
Creo que no te entiendo.
Oh, well, let me see if we can use some interesting color here. Maybe this is too much contrast. I'm trying to, I don't know. You see this is a flag or not?
Yeah, it looks like a flag.
Okay, so let's say this is our logo. We don't want to spend a lot of time, and the idea here is not create logos and run colors, but you can see how easy it is to create something like this. So let me share where I pick that. Where is this? No, where I am. Okay, this website called the Noun Project. So what I did is just to search this word and see like an icon and just download that. And also you can, I don't know, maybe sale could be more relevant for this. So here you can see like different type of graphic, and you can choose that and just download and put it here and your app. And so let me go back here and share again my screen. All right. So let's say this is our splash screen, like our first screen, right? So we want to create next one, the sign up. Or we can like create something like that, which is this splash screen, and then we have something like this icon here. So we can use this as a reference. And so for that, let's, because we want to use paragraph, let's use, I don't know, this one. And we can choose our other color, like dark. All right. And we can increase the, maybe like that. Welcome. Maybe this is too much. To checks, and you can talk about what is the like the key benefits to use. Talk about the key benefits. Oh. Benefits. I don't know if I'm making a mistake here, but don't worry about that. So
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And the next thing, let's says we need a button, right? There's something also that we may need to work in this mood board later, like in the style guide, but not in the mood board. So for example, okay, let's go back here and say simple, efficient, friendly. So friendly in terms of shapes mean something rounded. So we can create, I don't know, a button like this, or we can go to our UI kit. And here, let's see if we can find a large button. Okay, I'm going to copy this and where is it? Playground, paste it, paste. paste it, paste it. No, I didn't copy well. UI kit. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to copy this and go to my playground. And okay, will work. But I want to make more rounded because we are more friendly. So I'm going to set this as 100%. And I'm going to change the color because this is not our color palette. So I need some contrast here. So maybe I can use this or this one. Or maybe this one, but I don't know, it's a little bit too much. Like this one. Probably
Yeah,
too much. But we can reduce this. Let's see. We can. I don't know, we can later. But we need to change this because we need contrast. I don't really like this. Right? I'm going to use just this one. Yeah. And here we're going to go here and sign up. Okay. And then we need a I or ready have and count. So if you click here, we'll lead you to another flow, to the login screen, the login flow. Let's see. All right. So let me see on my device here. Yeah, it's good. It's looking good. Now we can. And then, okay, sign up, and then sign up, we will need to fill out the forms, right? Which are like the username. And so for now, we're going to remove this and also these two. And maybe we have this next button here. And we'll need to find some input fields like that. So I'm going to go to UI kit and see if we can find some inputs. Yes. Yep. We have any other? I don't think so. Text, sheet, tables, search, title. All right, so let's, where is it? Sheets to tap now. Inputs. So I'm going to grab this one. And there we go. So here, this is username. So probably I will, let's try with this color. Yeah. And again, our username. Probably we don't need that description here, but and then we have email. Or something that we can do is just put it in white, which is, I think it's better for reading. And close this. And we need a sign up title here. So let's see if we can use our title. This one. This is too big, so it's too much. 12, 40. And we can say this is sign up. Oops. Let's see. No, like that. Sign up. Probably, I don't know if you want to include this, but let's say that you want to include the social login because that way it's easier for users to log in. So you can here we can change the color to our darker color here. Okay. Makes sense. So here we need to build like this button, continue with Google for something. And let's see if we can find something here. But let's do something. I'm going to fill out this in Y, but I want to stroke here. Continue. So from here, this because everything is empty. This will be what is the name for this? It is not ready to use. That it's just unactivate. So for example, let's see here. Create account. Yeah, create an account. Create account. So maybe later we can decide to add here the Google logo. So here, Google logo, real quick. G. This would be better if we have more time to grab this from a SVG, which is a vector-based graphic. But for now, it's okay. We can use it like that. And then let me find like logo face F icon. And this is okay. I think this one is the last one. So you can follow with Google, with Facebook, or you can use your email. From here in this sign up, because you don't have already an account, probably the photo will need to be at in the next phase as a setup, because you don't have already the the account. It's not going to be safe in any place right now, because you don't have already the account, right? So you can use, or you can add here, for example, or and this could be 14. Typically, they use this line to separate. And you can do the same thing with all the wireframe that you have, in order to to create a complete the mockups or visuals, and then you can apply like this type of copy, or maybe if you need it, depending of your case, if you need like terms of service or privacy policies. And for example, if you go here, whenever you need to create a setup, you can go here. Let me share again here, and learn, for example, from here, search for setups flows, right? So in this case, I don't know, this one, complete your profile. Depending of your flow, what are the needs that you need to include in your setup. For example, here you can use similar patterns in your flow, and you can add photo, or you can skip that in this case. You can find contacts, because I think this is Instagram. Find Facebook friends, change your username, add your date of birth. So, and that way you can break down all the steps in order to complete a setup. And that way probably it's easier for the user, because they tend to focus just on just one single action in each screen. Well, I think we have already like 2 hours working on that. I don't know if I want to hear you from you. Is this just something that is useful for you right now? Do you think that with this call is enough, or you want to book another call to keep working on this stuff?
Yeah, I think that's probably good for today, but yeah, that gives me a lot of stuff to actually work on.
Yeah, I know this could be
So
like
that's
too
good.
much information.
And I don't feel
Yeah.
like it was too much. I think it was really clear.
Okay.
I just realized that I can go over like almost all my wireframes. So
Yes. I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. So yes, and if you want to book another call or just need some clarification within the process, just let me know and drop me a message or an email, and I can add comments on Figma. Or if you send me the XD, I don't have XD, but I don't know if they have like free trial that I can download and start using it. But we will see. If you have like any comments from that, just let me know. And also, for example, if you
okay.
I have this application called Figma Mirror for iOS. So from here you can see how nice you can see, like in a real world, how we can feel. Can you see that?
I cannot right now. I
No.
know that it does that on XD. It puts it in a preview. Yeah.
And you can see on your phone.
You have to do a link. It's not quite as fast as the mirror,
Okay.
but it pops up in the right size on the computer screen and just a preview.
Yeah, I already saw that. Yes. Yeah. My recommendation is because it's different the approach when you see on the device versus in a
Okay.
desktop or a laptop. If you can see on a mobile phone, it's better because you have like a
Okay.
real approach. So well, I hope this worked for you. Like in this session, you have any comments or questions?
No, thank you for your time. That was really helpful. That's one of the things that was a little bit stressing me out was seeing other people's projects. It
Yeah.
seemed like their UI was really, really like crisp.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're using kits, then it's actually not that overwhelming
Yes.
because you can
Yes.
just pop them in. Where I'm like, I thought they were creating every part, and I was like, that is so much time. Like, how do you have that much time? Like,
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and in many companies, they have UI designers just to build that. In other companies, the UX designers also build these components. And other companies, for example, where I'm working on, we have like a super huge library, a design system like UI kit with a lot of components. So we don't have to be worried about create these icons and these components like pixel perfect colors type of thing. We
because they already have that.
yes, we just focus on solving the problem, like what is the best way, the best approach, what is the thing that we need to solve, like the understanding of the persona on the people. And we use the component that we already have built, like a Lego pieces, and we can build whatever we want with these pieces. Like yeah, depending of the company or the case, you will have to build this or not. But it's really good to have this process already done or set, so that way you can solve any problem whenever you want or wherever you need. And obviously, probably you will enjoy more like the research phase, like the testing phase, discovery phase, which is awesome. But it's good to have this skill also in your pocket as well.
Yeah, and I do. I enjoy the design aspect of it, but this made it a little bit easier understanding the mood board.
Yeah, the process. Yeah, and please, if you have during the process, but where you are doing that, let me know if you have any comments or question, or if you want to book another call, we can keep progress on this as well.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Yeah. So, okay. See you soon and take care.
Yeah, thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye bye.